Hello friends, this is a quick overview of the technology behind the text to video models like Sora. So if you look over here, you see a prompt. The prompt is this: a stylish woman with some more details, but there is a lot of detail in this video. So the question is like, what is the thinking behind the scene in creating this kind of details, and who is giving all these detailed instructions to OpenAI to create images and convert those images into a video. And it has all these elements of camera angle, motion, where should the object look, lighting, effect, and now the camera is focused on the face. So the question is, how is AI realizing that now I need to focus on the face, now I need to move away, now I need to look over there, things like that. So here what we see is a very simple prompt, right? But in reality, what's happening behind the scene is much more complex, and we will use the OpenAI itself along with the Gemini and Copilot to understand. So idea is very simple, that read the prompt below and give me a much more detailed prompt that I can use for text to video. Think about adding detail, including camera angle, where should subject look, zoom in and zoom out effects when writing the prompt. Write for the American audience, American audience who enjoys watching a Hollywood style movie, whatever. So we are just saying that, hey, read this prompt below, but improve this prompt. Here is the prompt. And we can also add something like, watch all the Hollywood movies with Japanese settings. Think about all the Hollywood movies with Japanese settings that you have seen before. Now take a deep breath. So the prompt engineering again becomes very interesting. Like, this is something user is typing, but behind the scene someone is interpreting what the user is saying and converting into much more detailed prompt, right? So let's just write it over here. So here is our prompt. Read the prompt below and give me a much more detailed prompt, right? Let's just run it through all these engines. So the core idea is going from whatever we see over here, which is like a very simple prompt, a woman on the Tokyo street, neon lights, etc. And let's get to a much more interesting and detailed prompt that we can feed to these engines. So let's go one by one. Here goes ChatGPT 4. Here goes the Gemini. ChatGPT 4. Here goes the Copilot. Let's try one more time. Let me refresh this chat window one more time. Okay, this time it's working. So as you can see here, now it's giving opening shot, street, the woman, her walk, background action, moment of pause. This is very important. She reaches a slightly wider portion of the ally and pauses, eyes hidden behind sunglasses. She glances at the side, whatever. So now as you can see, there is a much more detailed version. Looks like Google, yeah. So there is a sequence that's coming out, etc., etc. So this is the thinking behind the scene, that you can use a simple prompt, but you can use text generation to give a much more detailed prompt. Let's try one more example so you guys get it. Here is the example prompt of like this thing, mammoth, whatever this elephant looking like, character. Let's grab this text one more time. Several joined. Let me copy this prompt and tell you guys like exactly what's going behind the scene. So we'll say improve prompt below PRO and PP prompt below with as much details as possible for text to video generation. And we'll just enter the prompt and let's see what this time what this ChatGPT does. So you can see here it's writing much more details, boom, boom, boom. So that's the thinking behind the scene, right? So based on like the more context you can give that, hey, think of yourself as a Hollywood video director, think of me as a American movie enthusiast, whatever. Or you can even tell it like go watch all the Hollywood movies or Bollywood movies and stuff like that. So what we see over here is what OpenAI is showing us. Let's say I gave it such a simple prompt, but behind the scene they are converting this prompt into much more detailed version, creating images based on a whole bunch of things, moving the camera angle. All those details are there in the images. Like you see the clouds coming from the behind. So somebody's telling the OpenAI like, hey, generate clouds in the background. And those kind of text description is coming up like this, right? Like you see here, her walk, by moment of pause, cityscape view, closing shot, all of that, right? So that's the idea behind the scene of how you can convert text to video. The important point over here is this is not the prompt that is actually eventually getting fed into the system. There is another prompt engineering that's going on that is literally enhancing this prompt into much more massive amount of text that the text to video generators can understand. Hope you got the idea. If you want to read more, they have written this technical paper over here, and if you scroll all the way down to this technical paper, somewhere over there saying that, hey, this is what we have done, right? So read this article, right? It has a whole bunch of technical details of what they are doing, how they are doing it, stuff like that. All right. Okay, friends. Hope you learned something interesting and new today. Have a good day.